Jesus
don't act like
fucking
we script
Christ.
it now.
You're a cunt.
Like we know when we're supposed to start. We just start when you
Right.
hit the button.
Like now.
Oh,
Yeah, like right
so
now. Thank you,
so we
Matt.
never in the past 2 episodes have needed 3 tries to start recording.
Then I'll set you on fire.
Just once.
Twice.
One time
I'm
we
gonna
needed
go
like
pee.
5 tries.
Just one and one great
Yeah.
cameraman.
Downstairs to your left.
Oh, that's you.
So so you're saying that we do it perfect every time.
30% of the
Is
time
this
it
not
works
what
every
perfection
Maybe
time.
not
looks like?
perfect, but like I believe in what we do.
I feel like it's more organic.
It's more natural.
Yeah.
Do you feel organic?
I feel like I need to go shopping at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I need to go shopping at that part of Kroger that's all the way to the left.
The, like-
That's how organic. I
Like
feel.
$12 box of cereal.
Y'all, dude.
Yeah.
$12 bottle
check
of
half of
apple
the amount
Check
you
this
usually
out,
get.
right? So I was like, hey, I'll need some apples. But I don't like going to Walmart for my foods. So I was like, full of foods, right? I get there, they don't have the apples I like. So I left.
Fuck.
And I went somewhere else and I picked apples.
Oh my god.
My friend, he does this thing, it's called free cycling.
Mhm.
And basically you just eat food out of a trash can. It's
Nice.
pretty innovative.
Nice.
So I started buying coyote bones at Whole Foods because that's I read online that that's what makes the most nutritious bone broths.
It depends on the speed at which that they roam, how fast we can travel.
Wait.
What?
Are you
What?
guys even paying attention to when Mercury is in retrograde to be doing these things?
That's such a Capricorn thing.
You're such a fucking Capricorn, Dylan.
Look, I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't shave my armpits. So you guys are right. I do believe in astrology.
I do it because it makes me aerodynamic when I hold open doors for people that are 25 feet
Open
away.
a can of
And
green
I
beans.
stare at them making eye contact the whole time. I'm like,
Dylan, I just want you to know that you saying that
can we just...
makes me want to say things that Andrew doesn't want me to say on the podcast about you.
Agreeable.
Can we
Agreeable.
just all come to terms with the fact that holding the door open when you didn't realize a person was that far away is one of the most inconvenient things that can ever happen to you?
Because you don't understand the amount of stress you're putting on that person.
They don't move
But-
any faster. They just move their arms.
And that's when you realize
They're like, I'm going fast. My
It's like they
arms
look
wouldn't
like
be
the-
moving if
you
I
go
wasn't
from
going
holding
fast.
it. You go from holding it to the. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you thinking I was holding that for you?
I
See,
remember.
I need my $10 worth of
They're like
gas.
running like the bad guy from Terminator 2, which is
Just
Are you talking about
I'm coming.
Red Foreman? Wasn't that the bad guy from Terminator?
No.
shut the fuck
It
up.
was the same actor.
No.
One of them, and no, that was RoboCop. I'm sorry.
The sincerity of that apology
I'm
was
so
just
sorry.
too
I
real.
didn't mean it.
I did not. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I was wrong about that.
Yo.
You guys have every right to judge me.
No, it's okay. We can just restart and pretend that you know that what you're talking about.
Now we need
Welcome
we
to-
need those 3 takes now.
We need those 3 takes.
Episode 11 of the Very Okay Podcast.
That's like 2 ones, but next to each other, so it's different.
I just feel
It's Common Core.
now that we're in
Common Core edition.
now that we're in double digits, I just really feel better than everyone.
That's true. We're better
Yeah.
than a very okay
Even though like
podcast.
the 10th episode, you guys replaced me with some sort of foreigner.
That was me.
I thought that it was you.
Or David Will.
Wasn't that you?
For like the first 10 minutes, it
I'm
was.
pretty sure that face was your face.
Yeah,
I felt like I
definitely.
was there for like 10 minutes, and then I was just like, hey, David, I'm gotta go do something. Will you take over? And he was like, it's me, David.
And he's like, have a seat.
I like the introduction that he gave you so much. He was like, "Oh, I'm just high."
I am high right now.
I took
So
a break
high.
from masturbating and playing video games, and we were like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that one, that
fair
one,
enough.
that
You know,
one passes."
I thought you sounded funny, but now that you say that, it's you.
I've seen you before. You said that to me at church.
Have you seen
Yesterday.
the episode or it's like a skit from Whitest Kids You Know, where it's like all the guys are, like there's a guy, his name is Bill, and he had just got back from Vietnam, and the person that was there that they were having the party for was like a Vietnamese guy. And his name was Bill. He was pretending to be the guy, but he was like, "You think I'm not real Bill?" They're like, no. And he was like, hey, Bill, you remember whenever I broke my arm in 6th grade and I fell off my bike? And he was like, oh, yeah. I cried and I cried. That's what
Speaking of, did you remember that skit from One Skid You Know where the guy is like doing the whole like quick jerk off motion, and the guy's just like, he goes to do it but then does it slow, and he's just like, dude, no, he's like, you don't do it that slow.
He like forces them to touch too,
And he's like,
and he goes,
you don't. He's like, you don't do it that slow, and you don't keep eye contact while you do it. That's weird. And he just keeps doing it until it gets out of hand.
So just bring that up because we're episode 11.
One of my favorite.
Matt, you're good.
One of my
the 2
favorite-
tips?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Docking is the word of the day.
By the way, guys, we have a guest with us for the people that don't like using their phone battery and watching YouTube. It is
The foreign
soundboard
guy.
button where the
Wait,
drum
hold
roll
on.
goes. Matt Armstrong.
Ching! Thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
pleasure to be
Matt,
here.
would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
My name is Matt Armstrong. I am the manager of a vape shop. I used to skate a lot. I am a graphic designer / tattoo artist / entrepreneur. I do a lot of stuff. Anything you need, I got you.
Stuff and also things.
Yes, all of the things in between the stuff.
Speaking of which, he actually last episode when we were talking about like somebody should make the very okay podcast into like the Pornhub thing. I'm sure Dylan might be able to find a way to work it into. Hello?
Yeah.
Into the video where he shows the thing that Matt made. It's kind of simple, but it's pretty awesome that he took time to do it.
On the toilet.
He's a real fan.
Yeah. You guys never Photoshop me into pictures.
There was that one time.
That's what I want.
I
I may regret that.
I
later
photoshopped
on.
Cassie's face on a pedo bear, and then accused her of advocating for pedophiles. But
Well, that's nice.
that's nice. That's good.
I'm sure she appreciated that too.
She didn't even like.
She had no idea what it was.
Yeah,
She was just like, "Ha, Dylan thinks I'm a teddy bear," and I was like,
Yeah,
"Dear
no.
God, dear
What's
God."
up with that bear?
Why did he put my face on a cartoon bear?
He's so silly.
You guys, I don't.
David, you're ruining our podcast.
Our last guest from last week actually never left, and he is trying to steal my cat.
Oh, never mind. I see you. I was like, I don't see you. But I do.
Now you see me?
John. One of my
John
favorite things
Cena.
ever is like, oh my God, I seen John Cena at Target, and then the first comment was like, why didn't you take a picture of him? But it's her standing next to him, but you can't see him.
That's
get
the
it.
joke.
Yeah.
It's funny because of his thing he does where he says you can't see me, and then people say
I've never seen him do that.
But you're right there. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's funny.
Thank you for clarifying that for
Yeah.
our guests.
Yeah,
You guys
anytime.
get it? You guys get it? Why it's funny?
I think so, but yeah, I'll just listen to it later and make sure I do.
All right. Well, I mean, as long as you promise.
Yeah.
But he's right there.
Have you seen that video of him speaking Chinese?
No.
Oh.
Have you heard
I've seen-
the prank call, John Cena? Oh my God. About 15 minutes of pure pleasure.
Who is he prank calling?
Some dude on the radio's wife, and she gets very furious. She apparently
Is
hates
this the
John Cena
Marine one?
wrestling, and something that's happened in that house before with wrestling. It's worth it.
I seen one where it was like a Marine one, and he calls, and like John Cena, who's never like, he's like never been a Marine, but he played a Marine. He
Mhm.
calls, and he's like, "Listen, I was a Marine for 6 months," and he like starts arguing with this person, and he's just talking about on the set of a movie.
That was like the most
Pretty good.
ridiculous fucking movie in the fucking world.
Was he in an army movie?
Who's in the Marine?
Yeah.
He was
It
in
was
the
called
Marine.
the Marine.
And all I remember is there being lots of fire explosions and him doing a wrestling move to a guy.
He stands up in the middle of the movie and goes.
Marines. That's what they do all the time.
They always wrestle.
You thank them for their service for
That's
me.
how like Army Rangers explain their time every time.
You ever
It's
seen
like,
The Marine?
Just like that movie.
The Marine.
I've never sat down. I didn't sit down for 6 years. Spent my time eating gunpowder because we ran out of food. And I don't want to invalidate the man. I can't be like, I don't think you did that.
Do you think that military movies' ratings are biased because
Very.
they're disrespectful?
Hacksaw Ridge is the greatest military movie, I think.
I
I think
Or-
Fury.
Well, Full Metal Jacket is really good. Too.
Fury's pretty good.
Fury is one of my favorites.
I really enjoyed, and like the two series about military that I liked the most were probably The Pacific and Generation Kill. Generation Kill really just nailed it on the head in terms of just like
How it be?
culturally how Marines are.
My favorite military movie, Independence Day.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a pretty solid
that's
one.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, Full Metal Jacket, I guess, is like a classic.
Full Metal Jacket is just like
I get upset when people talk about Full Metal Jacket because 90% of the people who say they like it like the first half hour of it.
yeah.
And I'm just like, it's like a real good movie all the way through, and they're just like, I'm just like, what about this one time in that movie where this happened? And they're just like, I don't remember that, but when they were in boot camp, that was cool. That was pretty funny.
Have you ever seen?
Funny.
Yeah, that's like 11 minutes into the movie, and they're like,
I think the Disney character's voiceover of Full Metal Jacket was better than the movie Full Metal Jacket.
I think that when people find out that I was in the Marine Corps and they immediately start quoting Full Metal Jacket, I want to punch them in the fucking face.
yeah, that's awkward. I've seen that happen to you. Adam did it to you the other day. He was like, "This is mine." Many are like it, but this one is mine. I was like,
Oh Jesus, Lord Jesus, help him!
There's a dude in our class. There's a dude in the new class that was in the National Guard. And I guess he was in
"Hey, that guy is my girlfriend's husband, and I will not let you speak badly about it."
Well, the worst part about it is I guess he went into the National Guard as infantry. And has infantry tattooed on his arm from elbow to wrist, the word infantry. And any time he'll just like make the most superficial like reference.
That's like
And
getting
look
a
at
job
me
at a
with-
fucking gas station as a diesel mechanic. Like
A tattoo that says
not like
diesel.
a full service, not like a truck stop type shit, like a fucking stop and go. And
See in
like,
the movies.
the
two
the
pumps.
likelihood of you having to be behind a gun where there's a credible source of danger in front of you in the National Guards, you could get hit by lightning twice, win the lottery,
No.
fuck Jessica Alba, and and you would still, what happened to you would have been more likely.
I
I
feel
don't
like that might
know.
be.
National Guard people get deployed all the time.
But
To
like,
what, Kent State?
No. To what?
to LA. in
You
the
have no
90s?
idea what I'm talking. Kent State.
Kent?
Yeah.
Kent State.
Is that a state? Kent?
Read a book, Dylan.
Kent.
Do you
No.
believe this fucking guy?
This fucking guy.
National
Kent
Guard
State.
people get
You believe
deployed.
Kent State? Where
We
they
have-
shot the National Guard arrived, shot 6 protesters in the 60s.
Are you
and-
mad at that?
Yes, I'm mad at that.
So you like protesters?
Yeah, I mean, fuck yeah.
I mean, depending
Speaking,
on
the reason
protest,
that, like-
speaking their thoughts.
Look,
like some
I mean,
sort of government
Wow,
leader.
Dylan.
Andrew, you changed.
look, just being look, I don't care if you protest. That's fine. If you're in the middle of a fucking road and you get hit by a fucking car,
That's on you, though.
That you deserve it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's a city street.
Ferguson.
Like, we're on interstates. Like, stop. If you walk out in front of my car on the way home tonight on the interstate, and you're like, stop your car. First of all, I'm going to see you 15 feet away. And I'm not even gonna stop. I'm gonna keep driving. Call somebody when I get to the
Well,
house. Like,
Pretend like you're texting.
I'm gonna act like I will
sorry, it's
stop.
drunk driving.
Yeah. Sorry,
I'm gonna
man.
act like I'm gonna stop just in case there's cameras, but I'm really just gonna tap my brakes for like
Can
3
I like
seconds.
peek in the side view mirror real quick? Sorry. What was that? Oh, nah.
Anyways, so this guy apparently graduated from National Guard basic training April of this year, and is just like already talking about stupid civilians this blah 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 blah, and I'm just like,
He is making it look bad.
He has as much training as Paul Blart. The difference is on his fucking nifty utility belt is that there's a gun.
A Nerf gun.
I'm sure that he's gonna shoot the hell out of some unarmed teenager somewhere in the future. But
Are you discrediting Paul Blart's achievements?
Take the
no,
sandbag.
Paul Blart. The difference between Paul Blart,
fought for your freedom.
the
he
difference
did.
between National Guard and Paul Blart is a credible source of violence to a bad person, and National
He
Guard.
stopped Mike V
Yeah.
from taking over
When
the
he
ball.
does the fucking
He
hot
did.
sauce thing, you know, like one. You can't train.
That's accuracy.
aim like that.
That's true.
That's God-given talent.
Do you remember when he played that song on Rock Band in the locked arcade room?
Yes.
I respected that.
The fact that he didn't hit any actual notes, but it was playing.
Yeah.
Look, Paul Blart went through some really rough shit. He was down at one point, put a Hello Kitty on his shit.
He gained his daughter's respect back.
Yeah.
And that's really more powerful.
That's
than
the
anything
whole
else.
message.
Yeah.
Very brave. Clap for our friend.
Very brave.
I feel like we need to watch that movie on a, like, I don't know if
Have you
this
seen the edits of the of that movie that used to be on like Reddit?
no.
It was like Paul Blart, I'm covered in bees. Ah, have you ever seen
Yeah.
those?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen one that was like Art Blart, and then it was like him as like what is that thing where it's like the screaming face?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know the name of it. It's like
I can't remember.
Is
Screamy
Vincent Van
face.
Gogh?
Yeah.
Screamy Face by Roald Dahl.
Oh, it's Road. Yeah, I forgot.
Road dog.
Road
the
Road dog.
See, yeah, it was Boss Daddy Kane.
It's Rey Mysterio
When I
Jr.
was like little, I told my brother that Road Dogg was my favorite wrestler, and he like roasted me for an hour. He was like, so out of all the wrestlers, this was like the early 2000s. He's like, out of all the wrestlers,
Mankind.
that's your favorite?
Mankind
Like
was fun.
Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, The Rock,
Sting.
Road Dogg. Road Dogg's your favorite.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Is that yours?
No.
Who? Everybody say your favorite.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
Mick Foley.
The original
Really
Rey
public.
Mysterio Jr.
Or I don't know. Because was it just their time as a wrestler? Because like,
Who is your favorite? No matter, like, there's no skill. It's popularity.
but
Yeah.
Who is your favorite
I really
personality?
But see, I
of
like The
WWE?
Rock, but I also like either
Booker
The
T.
Rock or Mick Foley and all his personas.
Okay,
Cactus
Dylan.
Jack, Dude Love, Mankind.
I never watched WWE, but I played the games.
WCW versus NWO.
It
All of
wasn't
them.
called WWE.
WWF
I just
Versus
put a bunch of
Raw.
letters together.
versus Raw,
W-
whatever.
HQ.
My favorite,
www.
my favorite wrestler, judging by the video games and how fun it was to play as certain characters, was definitely 100% Rikishi.
You know, Rikishi's pretty solid.
I like
He would like
Taz.
slam his ass in your face. Like that is my personality as a wrestler. I would definitely have done that.
See, back then it's different. Now, like, dudes are paying money for that in the club.
I don't know, but Rikishi be out there looking thick as fuck.
I like
Learned this in wrestling training.
I like Taz a lot. I just liked his the spear thing that he did.
I really like
Kinda like
Booker
Gold-
T.
Goldberg.
Booker T was pretty solid too.
No,
Goldberg was
I'm
pretty
sorry.
solid.
His name was Rhino. The
Rhino,
guy who
yeah.
did the spear thing. Taz did
Oh.
that clothesline thing.
I really like the Hardy Brothers.
They seem wild.
Jeff Hardy, because he looked the edgiest.
They did really look like they had a lot going on at home.
They had problems.
Trish Stratus, and was it Trish Stratus that would come out with them?
Yeah.
Do you think they had to share a bedroom?
Hardly.
We're thinking about you, Casey.
Oh my god.
Casey, you're in our hearts.
Were you guys a fan of Goldberg?
I was a big
He
fan
just
of
seemed
Goldberg.
like a brick shit house of a man. Like,
Yeah.
God damn it. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it. I grew up in a trailer.
you were fucking.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite.
Absolutely.
You probably had like a bunch of T-shirts.
I did.
I had like the white Power Ranger doll that was like this tall.
Whoa!
Bro, let me tell you. I throw down some couch cushions. Game over. Fucking game over. I was doing flips and shit. He didn't know what was going on.
So with the Goldberg, when I was in like second grade, I think I went to Heritage or out there in the boonies, and this girl wouldn't let me play with her group, and so my animal instinct, I was like, okay,
Fight or flight kicked in.
that's absolutely right. So I bowed down, and I was like, and I charged. I tackled her. I tackled this poor little girl.
Oh my god, King!
She remembers it in high school. I didn't knock her out, but I put her
was
on her ass.
16 at the time. She was 8.
Time out for 30 minutes.
Oh, the inhumanity, JR! Oh my god!
What did he? He always went, "Book off!"
So that's it.
Yeah, I just tackled the shit out of her.
Was it more of a spear?
It was. It was a
Okay.
complete, like, I was completely level, full-fledged, 100%. I'm giving it my all spear.
Like you Goldberged
So
fuck out
The
of
shit out of her. Like, she did this move in a complete 180 degree or 90 degree angle, guys, and literally just lunged back. Yeah, folded her. I was out of recess for 30 minutes, and that was my max punishment.
It's a small
At the
price
time,
to
that's
pay
jail.
for what you gotta do.
Dude,
At the time,
We're
that's
in
like, I don't want to do that.
Do you realize
But why?
how many people I would be spearing today if I could do it?
If
and
it was
just get,
legal.
like 30 minutes of timeout.
I mean, it's not illegal, right?
No,
I mean,
What do you
it
guys do
wasn't.
tomorrow?
It wasn't.
did he spear him?
Like,
Yeah, I
with,
speared him.
It's like the new
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
phase.
Spearing.
with my luck, I'd do it, and then the person would like crack their skull and just immediately start bleeding out of their face.
Pull a stone
And
cold and just crack open a beer and just.
It's just like, oh, I speared him into a stroke. I guess I'm going to jail.
I remember I got
In
dropped.
the
Now
air.
he fled the scene.
As he was flying across the air, he was like, "I'm diabetic."
Good.
I speared the insulin out of him.
If we had like a WWE purge, that would be pretty. I think the world would be a better place.
I'm just telling you right now, if like you say
Backyard
that
wrestling, but
a week
all
from
over
now,
the world at once.
a week from now, if I'm outside and I hear "Da, da, da, da," walking my dog, I'm just gonna be like, Zeus, we have to go.
That's gonna be my
And he's
next
gonna be like, "No,
message
no, no,
show.
we have to go. Zeus, get in the car. Get in the fucking car. We're leaving.
So my next message tone. So every time I hang out with you.
Yeah.
John
Very on edge
Cena.
lately.
Has The Rock ever returned to? Well, not ever, but has The Rock recently returned to wrestling, just as like a guest appearance?
Dylan, I'm 26 years old.
And he's like 3 times the size he once was.
I do remember the Undertaker choke slamming Kane into a coffin and then burying him,
Yeah.
and then Kane showing back up, and me losing my goddamn mind.
Was that Hell in the
Dude,
It
I
was a
went
coffin
to
match, but
Hell in the Cell
No.
or something like that?
Judgment Day, which is when the Undertaker came back after being gone for like a year to wrestle The Rock, and that was the first time I ever cussed. Would you like to know what I said?
what'd you
Yes.
say?
Rudy Poo Candy Ass. I was like asking my aunt, "Do you mind if I cuss?" She said, "That's fine." And I was like, ass! And I was like, the power is in me!
I think mine was piss. And like
Piss a cuss word?
in my house, it was.
I still don't think I've ever cussed in front of my
I
parents.
couldn't have Pokemon
I
cards.
cuss in front of your parents all the time.
No.
I just thought about the best story. I'm not going to say it.
You should.
but
You want to say it?
Don't say it.
I do remember saying fuck a lot when me and your mom were holding hands.
What? No. You guys, I'm trying to... Okay.
Not be in the moment.
I know we haven't talked about Matt a lot right now, but there's something that I need to do.
Why?
It involves a friend of the show. And I think it's something that I need to do.
Oh no.
Myra.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to call...
I
you don't subscribe to the Very Okay podcast,
Yeah.
Satan. All right.
I
Get down, girl.
I feel like...
Just call.
Go ahead, girl.
No,
Go ahead,
I'm
get
explaining myself
Nobody cares.
because what I want my image
We're
to
all
be after
friends
this.
here.
I don't want any dirt on myself. I don't want people to say I was doing
We
something
get it.
bad.
You've been manipulating an old lady.
He's gotta
and
skim
hitting
through it with
her
a
or
whiteout
whatever
pen.
It is. You
Do you-
kidnapped her grandson.
Do you feel guilty about something?
What did you do?
Did you hurt her?
I'm,
What'd you do,
I'm
Dilf?
covering my ass right now
You don't need to cover your ass
for the future.
because we're all here
I'm trying to be a good person.
for you.
Hello.
Hello, Myra.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
this is Jeff.
I know
Okay.
you up to.
Just doing the podcast with my nearest and dearest friends, Matt, Andrew, and Dylan.
Hi, Myra.
Hi, Mara.
Good.
I'm Myra.
Is it okay if I have you recorded right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. There's something I want to tell you.
Okay.
My name isn't really Jeff.
Well, I figured that out a long time ago.
Okay, good.
I figured out you was changing your voice. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I just
Okay.
I want it to be clear to the people that listen to the podcast that you know that I'm not Jeff and that we are actually friends.
Okay.
Uh,
I hope we are.
yeah, we are friends.
Oh,
Getting sentimental.
my heart, my soul.
That was
Um,
a real sweet bump.
I
She seems like a
yeah,
loving mother.
my name is not Jeff, and I was on a fake profile, but my real name is Dylan.
Oh, well, that's good. I like that name better.
Oh, really?
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Yeah, too.
Okay.
I don't know if I can.
I'm just trying to confess all my wrongings to you,
So brave.
so I can feel better about myself.
Well, good.
And I don't want people saying bad things about me.
I don't know if I can like reverse adopt the
So,
person.
I'm
Or
just
be
trying
like
to make
grandma.
things clear to everyone, so later on down the
I think
road,
that's
if people
possible.
try to
Sign these
call me
papers,
out
be my
on certain
grandma.
things for lying to people, then I can just
Make me cookies.
send them a link to this episode.
I
Where,
knew when you was changing your voice and saying all that crap.
She sounds like a
about
loving woman.
People was eating your food. I knew you were pulling my leg.
yeah, nobody was really eating my food. Okay.
I
was
know.
me.
I knew that.
Okay, good.
You was had that hickey sounding voice. I knew all that. She was pulling my leg. I just
She thinks you're a handsome boy.
All right, that's good. So, you are still my friend, right?
Right, sure I am.
So,
Oh, sure.
how would you feel about me sending you a free The Very Okay Podcast sweatshirt?
That one's mine.
I'd love it.
Oh, you would? Okay. Well, I will do that. I guess just message me your new address since you moved, and I will do that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll text it to you.
okay. Well, it's good talking to you, Myra.
Your sweat off on me.
Okay.
Could you say one more thing before we go?
Sure.
Could you
Behave yourself.
could you say if you don't listen to remember that thing you said if you don't listen to Very Okay Podcast, and your mama probably stinks?
No, I'm not gonna say that. My son's here.
Oh, okay.
That son must. You
All
think
right.
I lost my mind.
All right, that's okay. Have a good night.
Thank you,
Okay.
Myra.
Goodbye, Mark.
Well, that was cathartic.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I'm a good person now.
Do you
That's
feel
beautiful.
better?
Yeah, I do.
You feel like a weight's been lifted
Sounds
off?
Like,
such a
I feel
sweet
better.
lady.
God, I love
I didn't
her.
even do what he did, and
Yeah.
I feel better about it.
I didn't do anything bad.
I feel like
I
she
just-
makes really good cookies.
I want her in my life.
Like, I mean,
There
probably.
you go.
It could be oatmeal and still be fine.
Oh, so I feel like we really haven't focused on you enough, Matt.
Well, that's okay.
What's that?
You're here to
What's
be the
your
center of
sign?
attention.
What are
Come on.
you? What are you?
What's your favorite
I'm a
color?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green?
Actually, his favorite colors are the same as my favorite colors.
Green and purple.
Green and purple.
Venture Vapors, baby.
Barney.
Which, by the way, I don't know if they can see that, if I'm posing right.
What does that say?
Meant to
VV
be
Distro, meant to be.
Meant to
Venture
be,
Vapors.
But mint is spelled like mint, like the herb.
The smell good.
We've actually done a coupon code basically on here before.
Is that still valid?
It is. If you
Oh my God.
mention the
It's
Very
still
Okay
valid?
podcast when you come into Venture Vapors on 622 Frankfurt Road in Shelbyville.
622 Frankfurt Road on Shelbyville.
622. I know, it's lovely. And we will get you 10, maybe even 15%.
And you're
if
telling me
you,
all I gotta do is walk in there at 622 Frankfurt, Shelbyville, Kentucky,
absolutely.
and just mention the Very Okay podcast, and I'll get 10 to 15% off.
And tell me
Wow.
that Dylan is a bitch. And I will give you 15%.
Damn.
Which one?
It's recorded,
That's
guys.
the mystery.
It's recorded, so
Who knows?
that's
That's
it.
half the fun.
all you gotta do is what that they said out of their mouths. I'm glad that you guys said that it was still valid because I've been thinking about going in there, but I don't know if I can use it because I'm a part of the podcast. He's like,
We can.
Oh,
There goes
God.
some middle school trauma
I've never gotten past it.
between the nut
I've
sack.
been punched in my penis so many times in my life. Bro.
Have you seen the video of the woman sitting behind the guy as he's like in a knees on the ground, face down like this, and the woman's going to his sack?
Oh, God,
no, not yet.
Painful, yet you just can't stop.
I need to get quiet floors.
I'm going to yell, but it's
So brave.
You guys, David has been at my house for a week and he's playing with my cat.
So,
I think he's got to take that cat.
shut the fuck up, David!
Stop it! He's not thinking that loud.
The amount of noise that you just made was greater than all of the sounds he made put in the same noise.
I'm expecting him to come up here and just start screaming.
Don't you Dylan, you fucking shit.
Wait, come up here and say that in the mic.
No, because I'm red. I am not want to go.
He drank a sip of beer, so now his skin is a bit flushed.
Oh,
Gosh.
Yeah, Asian thing.
he's out of breath from walking halfway up the stairs.
Same thing happens to Michael Bumaglog because he's half Filipino.
I don't know who that is at all.
Me and Dylan's friend.
Oh,
Dylan and I.
wait.
The really buff Hawaiian guy.
Michael
Hawaiian?
JB or something?
Yeah, Michael JB,
He's like half
Yeah.
Hawaiian, half Filipino.
half Hawaiian, half Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him.
I feel like I know this guy.
I seen him on Facebook. That's
Yeah.
it.
Me and him served together.
Mm.
Yes. What restaurant?
The Great War.
Do you fuck with a what?
Thank you for your
No,
service.
I fuck with a- Yes,
Thank you for your cervix.
Thank you for your cervix.
Thank you for your service.
I need a mic in the staircase so we can hear David. He's talking some
I
shit.
thought you
With the
spilled
cat.
it everywhere.
I almost did.
So, I know this is a theory that I say whenever I just don't feel like driving to a vape shop, but is vaping really cheaper than smoking cigarettes?
Yes.
If you do it,
It can be.
It can be.
if you were in my situation, as much as that I vape, honestly, it's about the same, but it's safer.
Yeah.
So at least there's that. But in comparison to some people smoke pack and a half, 2 packs a day, absolutely.
Yeah.
You. Yes, you. And you. And you.
Not me.
We gave you guys the podcast discount.
Oh yeah. There's something. Popcorn lung. Can we talk about popcorn lung?
That is a fib. That is.
Do you care to elaborate?
Yes.
Because I've read the same thing.
What
but
the fuck
popcorn lung?
is popcorn?
It was
lung?
literally 5 people, and correct me if I'm wrong. It was 5 people that at one point actually did work at a popcorn facility. There was the dust or the particles in the air that they were consistently breathing through. That ironically they were vapors as well, but it's just being a safer alternative. And just eventually finding out that they had popcorn lung.
It turned into like polyps in their lungs.
Yeah.
And they believed that the cause was vaping, but it was an isolated incident.
Yes.
A lot of people, they took this one incident without reading into it and then popularized it, so they just told all these people like, oh, don't vape, it's unsafe.
It's
and
got
like,
coolant in
dude,
the juice.
You're going from smoking a carcinogenic, like a cigarette that
With how
has
many
like
chemicals?
54 chemicals in it.
Oh,
I think it's 54.
minimum.
Did you know that raw nicotine can kill you? Like
100%
I believe
pure.
it.
yeah, like
Yeah, it's like a
like
nerve
0.1
agent.
milliliter or something like that.
Yeah, they use it in pesticides. Either way, I'm glad to know that you're more informed on this than you are about what's going on in France.
Yes.
Oh, why don't you go ahead and tell me?
Yeah,
Well, you see,
I bet you're gonna say the same
you
shit
don't
that
know
I've
shit
already
about
said.
the construction workers.
Here we go.
Dylan's all like, "Oh,
Speaking
I
of
was in
popcorn.
a war. I know about wars."
so you just said some stuff, and it didn't make sense.
What?
The whole thing started off because they were trying to add on another 30 cents to the gallon tax
Of
on
gas?
gasoline.
I pay
I
premium.
said things that don't make
so
sense. How did I say anything that conflicts with what you just said? I said they were causing like a social reform, and that falls under the blanket term, like the blanket term of social reform. That's a
And they were
reform of
just
society.
Upset about taxes.
On their society.
Okay, all the fans are going to have to do some digging to see who was really wrong.
All I'm
find out
saying-
on the next episode of.
Wait, you didn't say anything that said I was. Oh,
He got some knowledge after he
you know what, Dylan?
about the dragon
You-
thing.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and I don't care. Maybe if you showed up for the podcast on time, and maybe like in general, then you could have been here to complain about the things I don't know about France, but instead you didn't.
I'm here for you.
So maybe get an alarm clock and a book about France. New France, 2018 France. I don't care about Napoleon.
You know that
Okay, Napoleon was a pretty good like commander, realistically, but he was short. I don't respect him because he was short,
What's wrong with that?
regardless of how much he accomplished in life.
Just because he's vertically challenged.
He's like 5'0" nothing.
you know
Fair enough.
I just imagine him like Lord Farquaad in
Lord
Shrek.
Farquaad.
You know, he has like the long legs on the horse, but when he gets off the horse,
Some guy picks him up like a child.
Thelonious.
Yeah.
I was-
3.
I was kind of talking about something similar to this the other day. Like, Napoleon, he was short, but he was a good leader, according to you.
according to everyone.
I was talking to somebody about a week ago saying that we were talking about creative people and like us as a podcast, how we put out good content and we are creative, but we don't really work as hard as someone who steals ideas and is uncreative.
Like Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there are YouTubers out there who meet up like multiple times a week and just sit around a computer and find other people's content to recreate and steal.
We could do this, but a little bit better.
We should make
And I was
video
talking about-
how Fallout 76 fucked people over.
Just review it.
And I was talking about how
Let's
like
torrent it illegally, and then we'll say it's the best free-to-play game that we've seen so far. and then people who spent money on it will just get really fucking mad.
The people
Whoops.
who spent money on it are already really fucking mad.
yeah.
But really matter.
Even more mad. I think.
More matter.
More matter. Than
More
maddest.
less unmad.
Lots more anger.
Mad
Yeah.
matters. Well, what I was getting at is that people who are disadvantaged work harder to catch up. Like Lord Farquaad, you say he was really rich, but he was fucking short, and he couldn't even fuck Fiona.
I like how you brought this all the way back around to Lord Farquaad.
That's what I was talking about. Like ugly guys dress way better than normal looking people because they got something to make up for.
Because they don't have to try.
Yeah. Like they know that they're behind, so that they will spray a half a bottle of cologne and wear a $1,000 outfit when they go out, but at
And
the end of the day, they're
sorry.
still ugly.
And I figured it out. That's why you wear sweatpants all the time.
Dude,
Because you don't have
every
to
day.
catch up for shit.
Every day.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
I
Matt
have,
does
like,
not give a
5
fuck
pairs.
about anything.
Dude, I'm the reason for dress code in high school.
You were
Probably.
in high school. In high school, you're a fucking Chip Skylark.
When I'm feeling lonely.
You would walk into a room and then like every scene girl would
Oh,
be
God.
like, "What's that?"
And Vito.
That was like I just gotta take a moment.
All right,
We've all
go
had
ahead.
friends that like hype us up and like hyping up your homies. That's cool, you know. Like saying, "Hey man, you should
You're
really keep
rad.
at this. You're good at this." You know, like there is a limit. There is a place that you should stop. Maybe calling your bro like. I don't know if I had to make up a quote that's not real. Calling them a god at everything that they do. It's just one step in the wrong direction. Yeah, he's
It's
pretty
a
good
little
at shit,
weird.
though. Like,
Get off the nuts.
I have a funny story about him.
He's like, I got about everything.
And since
I hear his voice right now saying it.
he goes by a nickname, so I don't
Cheer.
care about saying this story because only like 2 people will understand who I'm talking about. But I remember in the cafeteria how everybody who slightly knew each other just used to congregate
Before we go
in
any
breakfast.
further, I just
Yeah.
want you to know, Vito, that no matter what was said just now or will be said in the near future, I still kind of love you.
I think
Kinda.
Wait.
Just a little
I have a
bit.
thing to say after you say your thing.
All right, go ahead.
Everybody
I'm excited.
at the beginning of the day when you get off the bus, everybody would just go to the cafeteria, and everybody that kind of knew each other would just sit in the same area at breakfast.
All the magic kids and all the
Oh,
cheerleaders.
yeah, like the
and
first
like-
table to your left.
Like the skaters and the gamers was like one group, but it was like 2 tables lined up like across the entire cafeteria, and they would just like turn inwards and just talk to each other.
It's like everybody
And I
who
remember-
skated gamed, but not everybody who gamed skated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just all friends. But one day, Vito, I guess it was like his senior year, and he was like, I think I'm better than y'all. Fuck whatever. I don't
Cool.
care. I'm funny. I have friends that are cooler than anybody that
That's
doesn't
kind of
like
how
me.
he was whenever
But-
like he met someone that he didn't know, though.
Yeah. He was walking in the middle of all these people facing towards each other at 2 different tables. And he started stepping on everybody's shoes. And this guy, for people who don't know, I don't know him now, was at the time probably close to
He was a large man.
300
Yeah, I'd say.
at the time.
No, dude, he was like 360 pounds freshman
You
year.
think?
Yeah, he was a
Well,
large.
He
No, dude,
was.
he
but
was-
This guy started stepping on everybody's shoes because he thought it was funny.
Everybody's happy don't have steel
And
toes.
one guy, I'll just say his first name, Taylor, decided to trip him. And he fucking fell over and hit his neck on the side of the table.
Are those round seats or the tables?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like on the top where you put your food, he hit his neck on that side, and he just fell down and got up, and he's like, "Who fucking tripped me? Who fucking tripped me?" And everybody just stared at him and started laughing, and he just walked out, and then it was like.
Big
I mean,
deal.
I don't
Wanna fight
really
about
feel
it?
bad for him because he kind of deserved it, but I mean, I'm sure that hurt a lot.
He's probably more embarrassed than anything.
You want to know what hurt a lot? Showing up to school one morning with my magic deck and finding out that everyone decided overnight to start playing that World of Warcraft card game.
That was like, whew.
I'm sorry about that.
Completely unprepared.
You didn't get the email?
I was just like, hey,
Everybody's
guys, what's
doing
going
it.
on? I'm like, who wants to play Magic? We gotta be in class in like 20 minutes. Come on. And they're just like, nah, dude. We're just like,
Wow, that was so yesterday.
Yeah, we switched to WoW.
if you're not playing World of Warcraft, then you're not shit.
Like they just act like they don't know you. Like they're scared to be seen around
Who
you.
are you?
What was the thing you were gonna say?
Ting.
Was it a very personal thing, or was
I
it
don't-
something that everybody can enjoy?
Something about Vito.
Okay, so you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about as soon as I say it, but I need to explain it for the listeners.
what you did. That was cool.
There used to be this thing called Merc salad,
Oh god.
and
It makes my nuts hurt thinking about it already.
okay,
Makes
so
my ribs hurt.
So how this used to go down is somebody would say Merc salad on blank.
Yeah.
You enter the name and everybody would just start
Drop what you're doing.
basically just start punching whoever it was until I don't know.
Until it was like it was like a limit,
You didn't
but
like
not a
punch them in
soft
the
limit.
face. You didn't like kick them in the
It was usually
the
like
privates or anything like that.
once
but you
the
always
first
got
person
slapped.
was like, okay, I'm done doing this to this person.
It would
then everyone
it would
else was
last like
kinda
20 seconds normally.
But there's always that one guy that's like, one more. You know,
Yeah.
like come on.
You know, there's always going to be one more after everyone's done.
So, Vito one time was at my friend's house.
Is this at the skate park?
No,
Okay.
it was at Gardner's house.
Okay.
And Baggy, it was at Baggy's house.
Oh god.
Baggy.
It's not bad.
So, Elliot was like Merc salad on Vito, and Vito tried to like shell up, basically. Like he tried to drop and cover him as much of his body as he could.
Like the second generation
But-
Bionicles.
But what happened?
yeah.
But what happened?
Ninja Turtle action figures. They.
I was like, I was in perfect striking distance. Basically, like, I took a step in, and I was just gonna punch him real hard in the chest, but he fucking
Oh,
slunk
no.
down. So I punched him in the neck, like hard as fuck. And like, okay, so our other friend recorded it because he was like, "Ha! Yeah, Vito getting punched," you know, because I don't know, that's just how we were when we were younger. And so we just start, you know, we gave it to him for like 30 seconds, whatever. So
He got an extra 10 seconds.
our friend that recorded it put it online and thought that, like, didn't think anything about it. Haha, this is funny. Our mutual friends are going to be like, you know.
Yep.
Vito's mom seen it.
Ooh.
And at first she thought we were like initiating him to a gang. And then she thought that we were jumping him. And she said, "Where are you? I'm calling the police." And then it was like a whole big thing.
She had an EPO out on me.
When I still smoked, it was gonna be like a big thing. It was like a 420 party, and there was like a half ounce of grounded up tobacco on this tray thing, and Vito hit his goddamn knee on it, and it went into the arm of the fucking chair that it was sitting on.
Merc salad.
Oh no, Jake like picked up his bong and like threw it at the wall and it exploded, and he was like, "Get the fuck out!" Because it was like when we were young, like it wasn't that like crappy tobacco that everybody was smoking. It was like we put our money together.
Oh no!
And
A
got
group
a
effort.
half ounce of it. It was like 4 people's money.
Not only was it hard to raise the money, but it was hard to like get it.
Well, yeah, because you don't want like carpet tobacco.
Exactly.
It's awful. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, just
Whew.
So they
Some extra
saved.
fiber.
They saved like an eighth. That's what.
Ooh.
That's what came back was an eighth.
Oh. Fuck.
And oh man, dude, he used to break every fucking pipe.
Yeah.
He would be like smoking and drop it like.
Or you
Dude,
cough in and go. That's it.
Oh,
Thanks
dude.
for
And then he would
Do you
make
remember
fun-
that time? I was smoking out of that weird pipe that I had, and I like coughed into it, and it hit me in the fucking face and the eyes.
No,
Jesus.
but I do remember smoking tobacco out of a giant water pipe with long hair, as we all had long hair at one point.
Yeah.
Reaching down and ignite, and like my entire head looked like a Michael Jackson concert.
Fuck.
It was awful.
I remember this one time, a certain red-headed acquaintance of ours,
Mm-hmm.
real
Ours?
curly red hair, yeah,
Sean White.
yeah,
Mhm.
had just gotten this new pipe that was like a glass tube with a dragon inside of it, and he was just like bragging about it all day. Well, we were in a friend's backyard, and I go and I'm peeing. Well, they decide, hey, let's go throw rocks at Dylan while he's peeing. So I hear Sean White's voice, "Fuck you, Dylan." And I see a rock go by, and then I just hear a glass break. Turns around.
That wasn't a rock.
This very expensive glass pipe with a dragon inside this man got fell out of his pocket when he was trying to throw rocks at me
Oh no!
because of karma. And I thought it was real funny until I found out that the last of our tobacco was inside that pipe.
A little bit of a heated moment.
Yeah, but you know what? That's karma. So if you're hearing this, you know that we're talking about you. Eat a dick.
You fucked up. I love how this turned into like a 420 friendly.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Anybody who sees my dirty room,
So-
don't judge me.
without telling too many personal stories, I have to tell this story about me and Matt went to a party one time.
Oh. Is this about JC? Out in the redneck party.
Oh yeah.
We've been to a few and caused incidents just about everywhere we go.
All right, so me and Matt had started drinking like before we were like at a football game, and we started drinking in the parking lot, and then we left, and then our friend seen some girls at a gas station and was like, "Oh, come to this party." Turns out that didn't he end up like making? Oh, we went to some dude's house. The dude's girlfriend was sitting in our buddy's lap.
It was like
At his
15
own
minutes
house?
in. We just got out of the car, like actually made it to the house.
That was it was a crazy sequence of time, but the craziest part of this was that that guy, a guy walked past us and was like peeing, and then there's this thing that we used to say. I'm not gonna say the actual words to it. Nice, and then the nickname for Richard, Dick.
That's not the bad word.
That's not the bad.
What'd
So
you
it
say, nice
said-
dick bro?
Nice dick, bro. But instead of bro, it was
A bad F word.
an F word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
So-
it wasn't fuck, right?
No.
It was the FA one.
Oh.
So this guy
Rhymes
got
with
like
rag.
This guy got like super mad, but he didn't know it was us. He got mad at another redneck. He was like, I heard you over there, Colin. You talking shit? I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Listen here, Dale.
And then me and Matt are just like, you suck.
Bet you won't hit him.
That was a pretty good time.
God.
The fact that our friend JC was sitting in the king's throne in this house, and the king's
Sitting in Bro's lazy boy, like his throne, like his chair, his favorite
with
recliner.
his girl in his lap, and the man comes in and is like, Bridget, need you to get up. And what the hell's this? My buddy's like,
There's something stuck on the back of your pants. I want to guy.
our buddy says, it's okay, I got it, and tells her to get up and smacks her ass as she gets up out of his lap. Right? Initially, that's conflict.
Yeah.
So, Andrew and myself were like, let's get the fuck out of here. Because we know what rednecks can do. We know.
They're hardy.
They are. Hard-headed. Can't fool dip. It was a very interesting night.
One time, me and Matt went to a party, and Matt wasn't as
Nice.
Didn't drink as much chocolate milk as I did that night. And I tried to throw up out the window, but the window was up, and it just it hit me in the face.
And it was
then
a
I just
crank.
put my head down, and I was like, I'll clean it up tomorrow. And he was like, you'll understand, bro.
Like, not wanting to punch him or throw him out of the car because I'm trying to be a good friend. But you're like,
Oh my god. You know what I just remembered, Matt? You remember when I was trying to explain what I did to Garrett? That
Yes.
one time I was like, it's the anti-theft phone. Say, give me your phone. And then I tried to not throw it, and then I threw it, and I was like, I was just staring at Matt like, I'm so sorry.
did you really do that?
I'm so sorry.
It's so funny.
I didn't mean to do it.
No, it wasn't a phone. It was a cigarette. No, that was
No,
the
it was
same
like-
night.
No.
I spit on your cigarette.
No. That was when you lived over here. That other day was when I was like, I'm gonna put the cigarette in your eye, and then you
bet you won't.
spit on the cherry and it went out, and I was so pissed off. I was like, fuck you, like.
It's
Were
so
you?
weird too, because
What?
Were you like
Yeah,
that?
I was like that.
Matt is just an unnaturally kind person. But then
Until once disrupted.
and then you see him interact with someone he doesn't have any patience with or dislikes, and it's just it's so incredibly different than how he'll interact with us.
It's a bipolar disorder.
I feel like
Selective bipolar.
I could fall through his roof completely naked,
Hey, Dylan.
covered in deer piss, and he'd be like, oh, what happened?
After I smack you. What happened?
But I feel like you've killed people on an emotional level before.
I have. As well as myself.
Oh.
I remember you
Uh-oh.
telling me a story about how you and some other people got shot at,
Oh my gosh.
by near where our old neighborhood was.
White Castle.
Yeah,
I was
some redneck guy.
so we're walking from White Castle in our neighborhood to our neighborhood, and in between is a bypass. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So punk ass kids, 18, 19 years old, walking around, or some redneck pulls up, and he's like, "Nice hair, fucker." So he said the F-A word at us, and I was like, "What did he just say?" And he was like, "Oh, we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go." Me and two other buddies, and so I'm like, let's keep going. He yells at us again, "Nice ears, effer. Can I put my dick in it?" Because we got giant gauges. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say something to this guy. And I go, "I'm not an effer. I fuck my sister." And so instantly he's like, what the hell? My buddy's like, I'm not an effer, I watch NASCAR. And then the last one, the one that finally got to him was, nice truck, effer. Did you get it at a Creed concert? This guy said, what'd you say about my truck, boy?
That was it?
No.
That's what it took.
That's what it took, yes.
What it took.
Immediately, we're all, laughing at him. He peels out, busted like on a red, just keeps going, high-fiving each other. Yeah, never gonna see him again. As soon as we say that, flipping a Yui in the middle of a road. There's no one else on this road but us and that car, or that truck. He stands out of his truck after parking in the middle of a two-way road and gets out and says, what'd you say about my truck? Boom! And I'm like, holy shit, was that a real gun? Like, I'm scared already. My heart's going. So we start kind of walking away from him, kind of towards the little dip. I didn't want to have to go across the highway. This guy comes at us and starts lunging towards us while shooting at us directly. As we hear, gone. We're running. Run down the hill, go across the bypass. I crossed 8 lanes of traffic. Lost my shoe. Buddy lost his hat. Never again do we see the masked murderer.
Dude.
A scary situation. Rednecks of Kentucky, boys.
That man had some insecurity issues.
He either had a tiny dick in a big truck, or he just really loved his baby.
Or like
hates Creed.
Or maybe he just really hates Creed though.
Maybe he really
just
likes
hates
Creed,
Creed.
and he knew that you were meaning it as an insult. And
Maybe
he
his
decided-
wife, which was also his soulmate, died, and he used witchcraft to put her soul into the truck, and then you did that and said that about his truck.
Maybe I just
Who knows?
hit the nail in the coffin, man. Maybe he did get it at a Creed concert.
I'd like to think so.
He met his sister at a Creed concert. It was his
He's like a
forever
true
soulmate.
wears a mullet because he's a NASCAR
If you're
fan.
listening to this right now, I hope you're in a better place emotionally,
I don't.
and I hope you learn how to control your emotions.
I don't.
I can't imagine what it'd be like to be shot at.
I've been in a mall shooting once.
Really?
At
That's
October
pretty punk rock.
October 8th, 2008, and can I say the place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knoxville Center Mall in Tennessee. It was in a Reno store. Some jackass decided to bring his suit back the second time and was not happy nor with the results of what was going to happen when he brought it back. I walked from the upstairs where the cafeteria is down the escalator, and as soon as I'm off, I look 10 feet, 15 feet to my left, and there's a guy with a gun, just shot the guy over the counter, telling everybody get on the floor, shut the fuck up, and he makes direct eye contact with me. My asshole was this tight. I
Tore the fabric off my jeans.
I stood like this in complete shock, not knowing what the hell was going to happen. He lunges over and shoots him 5 more times and kills him.
Damn.
And so I'm like within this to the corner of the room from him, and nothing's between us but a piece of glass. Within like 30 seconds, SWAT, police, mall security, Paul Blart was there.
Damn. Thank
yeah.
you, Paul Blart.
He's probably the one who saved us with
God
his Hello
bless you,
Kitty
Paul
Band-Aid.
Blart.
Yeah, he's very brave. So
One of my friends, Chase. Chase, what's up, Chase?
Hey, Chase.
He
shouts out.
he lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Subscribe, Chase.
He does. He was supposed to come. He's from Indiana, where I met him at
I'm gonna go
when I
pee
lived
real
there.
quick.
Okay, wait. You might want to hear this.
Okay.
I met him when I lived in Indiana, and he still has family there. And one time he was supposed to. He moved to Florida. He was supposed to fly up to Indiana and drive his cousin's car back down to Florida with all her shit in it so she could move to Florida. And in the process of doing that, as he was leaving the Fort Lauderdale airport, a guy was, like, there was a shooting right before, like, he had an Uber take him to the front of the airport, and he saw all these, like, unmarked black SUVs, like, pulling in, like, with a purpose.
Yeah.
And then the Uber driver
It's the
was just
Avengers.
like, yeah, he was like, you want me to
Shield.
just drop you off? And he was like, no, just like keep going. So he missed his flight and stuff, but this guy,
Yeah, I saw him go that way.
I don't remember what it was. If he was like, ex-military or like ex-police or something, but I don't know. He was pissed about something, and for some reason he was able to bring a gun, and he shot up like the baggage claim area. And it was, I don't know, like if he wouldn't have told me that he was there, I would have thought that was like another one of those like hoax type, like I don't know if shootings really happen as often as people say they do, but it's crazy.
Like, why did you shoot up that place? I wouldn't bring my soap.
They didn't even throw away my $30 shampoo.
It's just, sometimes people are just bad at bearing emotions.
Yeah.
And they think they have it under control, and then they find out they don't.
And then hear, bomb!
I'm going to go pee now.
Good.
I'll shake it 3 times for you.
That's right.
4.
One for each of us.
I'll shake it 4 times for all of you.
Okay, thank you.
Each.
Just that last shake. It's for you guys.
Do it. Yeah, like
He's only going to shake it 3 times.
that kind of stuff is. I can't imagine being in a place where that is happening, like the Las Vegas
Yeah.
that concert was. Like I can't. It just doesn't seem real to me.
And
I know it actually happened and people actually died. Like I don't want people thinking that I'm Alex Jones saying that this stuff doesn't happen. But
Right.
it just, I can't come to.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No, it does, and it's a scary situation. Like, to this day, I can still remember it. It was in 2008. 10 years ago. I just remember every piece of it. Kind of PTSD in a way from it, you would think.
Sorry.
Yeah, for
What you
sure.
got, Andrew?
Sorry. So I think the scariest thing like that I've ever dealt with is, well, I had a gun pulled on me.
What'd you do?
Was it like one of those rubber band guns?
Was it a Hornet?
Yeah. Ooh.
That was like a old shitty revolver. And what they did is they put it to my chest, and basically what happened was, I'm trying to think of how to say this without saying that I did a crime.
You got this.
Did you drink all his chocolate milk?
I drank all of his chocolate milk.
Hmm.
Basically, there's a gun to my chest. It was, give me your fucking money. A girl came out of the back room, started yelling about the person not taking my money.
You're like, but I'm a peasant.
And when he looked away, I grabbed the gun, pulled it, punched with more strength than I knew I had, and then I hit him with his gun, and then I unloaded it, threw it, and left. And there was a really weird sequence of events. I've talked about that to 3 people.
Well, now you talk
One
about
other
it too.
person and
Yeah.
you 2 people. And now the world knows. Also, as you know, I used to be... I'm not even going to say what I used to be because you get all mad whenever I say what I used to do.
What you used to do, Riggs?
I used to be a firefighter, EMT.
Interesting.
Tiger tried to shoot you.
No, there was a guy who was cutting himself, and we didn't get the call out correctly, basically. So we just large laceration right arm. That's all we got. We get on scene. It's a guy with a knife who has do you know what a skinning knife is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a knife with a hook on the back of it.
Yeah.
And I guess he tore the artery out of his hand, and he was holding it, but he still had the knife. And we get out, and we're we beat the ambulance there, so I was in a rescue truck, and we're what in the hell's going on? And he was leave, and he just kept screaming leave, and then he took his hand off of it and then raised it up, and I slammed the door. I was no.
What if he did this to you?
You can't even be angry at him at that point.
And you're you're a gift of God, sir.
Fucking cut it out.
Silly string, stop.
Quit it! Oh, I got it in my mouth.
So what else? That. Quit. Get off your phone.
Live in the moment, Andrew.
No.
Jeez, Andrew, you're ruining this podcast.
We have all been a skateboarder, though. You skated, didn't you?
Yeah.
We all used to skate.
Yeah.
Anybody have any like funny skate stories?
This one time,
What about ours at a penis guy?
Oh yeah.
penis guy.
That's pretty good.
Andrew would like to hang out with guys who are anthropomorphic penises. Am I right?
As an immature male, for most of your early childhood, penis is just like using multiple variations for laughter to make people mad.
And
Just
that
ripping
that day
glass.
that day
Yes.
we combined both.
Yes, funny
So-
for us.
So we were like playing the penis game, where you just
As one
you
does.
just say it, but it
Penis.
wasn't like we were in a place where we
Penis.
could have gotten in trouble for it.
Penis.
Where you scream it louder than
Penis.
each other every time.
Yeah. My friend
One.
Patty, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna say what happened with that guy. He'd be like, "Hey, do you want to play that game?" And then as soon as you said yes, he would just go, like as loud as he could.
Like, so he would win.
yeah,
Every
just
time.
immediately.
Lucky dog.
So
Thought it through.
we were like
It's
skating,
bold strategy.
and then somebody yelled penis at this guy who got really mad about.
My family was
And-
killed by a
In their,
penis.
in their defense, they were walking away from us. We just antagonized.
Yeah. And he was like, "What'd you say?" And somebody was like, "Penis." And then he got closer and he was like, "What did you say?" And then Jason like skated behind him and went, "Penis, penis, 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 penis," and like said it like 5 times. So this dude was raging.
Like
God.
his shirt was white, but his neck was red. Puts Miracle Whip on his Wonder
It'd
Bread.
be funny if he was just like,
He was like, "Oh, I didn't hear you," and walked away.
yeah, or he was like, this is in my head. I was going through it like he just had sex for the first time that day, and like he found out that it's small, So it was like a really sensitive topic for him.
He was already talking about it, like,
Oh my
hey man,
god!
we're not gonna talk
I
about this ever
remember
again.
that.
Yeah.
I fucking remember that whole tomfoolery.
Yeah, it was
Penis. He said penis.
or like he just like took a girl home and he finds out that it's a guy, like
He pulled him down, and it was like,
gets trapped.
He had been like with this woman for like years,
Listen!
and they were saving their sex for marriage.
Oh.
And then they
God.
got married yesterday. Honeymoon was today. He pulls
Bam,
his
penis.
pants down, black eye.
I hate
walks
when that
out,
happens, to be
sees
honest.
us
It's happened to me
immediately.
4 times in my
It's
life.
like if I had $1 for every time I almost got married to a big titty dick girl, Am I right, fellas?
You are correct.
This is the part of the video where I'm gonna put a bunch of pictures of your face around you.
Trapping isn't dead. Dylan's just scared
Trapaholics.
of commitment.
Wise words.
Real
of this.
trap
Andrew, I
shit.
swear to fucking God. I'll commit to you. No balls me,
What?
pussy.
I don't
Prove it.
Yeah.
know what kind of
Trying to
commitment.
say I'm afraid of commitment.
Prove it.
I don't know if this is gonna be followed by a note that's really sad or an
Andrew,
engagement ring.
fucking.
You just said commit. I don't know, like
Commence commitment.
Not only will I propose to you, I will also sign a contract saying I'll do your laundry for a month. And I don't know,
dude. Since like Cassie's out of
take
town.
out a large loan with an unreasonable amount of interest.
since my fiance is out of town, I forgot that like before her that I had to do my own laundry. Like
Dude, that was the
for-
first thing I thought of.
Dude, for a while
Was-
there, I forgot where like socks come from. Like I was just throwing the shit in the garbage and like
Just keeps
outside,
buying more.
and then like there'd always be more, and then like
People just afford underwear.
He was like Big Time Bargains. Gets like
Today.
the 24 pack for $1.
Damn.
today I like
Can't say it.
No,
Oh.
I was just like, damn, 24 pack.
Right.
that's a good deal.
It's Big Time Bargain.
Ew. So basically, there's a fucking like I have a lot of clothes, and I'm not anywhere near out of clothes, but I honestly might just not wash any clothes and then just, like, dirty up all my clothes, and then
Just put it all in one room.
I just can't, like...
There's been
I don't know how to use a fucking laundry, like, a laundry machine.
Do you need
I don't know
help?
what they're called.
Well, first of
You
all,
mean a
it's
washer
not
and a
called
dryer?
a
A
laundry,
laundry
machine.
machine.
There's been about-
There are two machines, a
Do you
washer
think?
and a dryer.
There's been about
Look.
10 times, though, where Andrew has specifically told me that he has, like, no idea how his socks get back into his sock drawer.
Dude,
Like they're less crispy.
Dude, one time I
And-
threw away like 16 pairs, and then the next day it was just full again.
They multiplied.
I don't know what she does. She's good. She like folds
Sock
my
fairy.
fitted sheets.
Oh my! Whoa! What? Folds fitted sheets?
Yeah, she knows how to do that.
Could you
So,
imagine?
Did she work at a hotel at one point?
No,
She's like, that's it.
dude, it's fucking weird. I was like, haha, look at like, and I was just gonna fuck with her because I thought it was a flat sheet, and then I pulled it up, and then it went and like retracted and hit my palm, and I dropped it, and I was like, "You're a fucking sorcerer! Get out of my home!"
He pulls out like a cube that could fit in his wallet, and he's like,
She vacuum seals it
This
into
is
like a little
15 feet
square.
long.
I would like to do that with our clothes when we mail them to people. Like vacuum seal them into like a little like slab, like the size of a card.
Like those vacuum pack things that like the space savers where you can put like 1,000 clothes into like a
But just like individually, just like here, like mail it in a letter.
like you know those beds that you get inside of boxes, and when you cut open the bag it goes
Yeah,
That's
that's
like-
or like
that's
a,
what these things did.
a small Asian girl who's 18 or older, but it's an ambiguous 18 or older.
Yeah, yeah, we know.
Vacuum sealing those, right?
that just escalated very quickly.
Why do you do this?
I don't know. I'm
went from
scared.
sheets to Asian.
I want to quit, but I can't.
You need help, Dylan.
I don't
Anyways, Matt, I'm glad that you were able to make it.
Yeah, you're a nice person, and I like you.
Thank you guys. Thank
You are
you.
good and
Um,
not bad. Yeah.
I'm very
what
okay.
Are we about to wrap
I'm
up?
very okay.
Not yet, but one of the
He just wants to make me feel special.
Matt was supposed to be here for episode 9, and I had a whole thing planned out for him, but he wasn't able to make it because it was his birthday. But that's okay, because I still have the message.
It's very okay.
You know what?
I got a close friend
I
of
think that
mine.
We're all very okay.
We are, as a group.
I got a close friend of mine to sing him happy birthday. Let me go to that message.
Can we know who this person is again?
It's Myra,
Oh, okay.
friend of the show.
Thank you, Myra. Again, you're a beautiful woman.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you.
I'm glad you watched the show because you like snap and do all that. We asked this before, but it didn't air. If you had to pick a few things that we would be able to do better on for the show, what would you suggest?
Oh, God.
I don't take dissenting opinions.
Impressions.
Andrew's.
I'm actually really
Andrews.
good at
Yeah.
this.
That's where I was like, impressions.
Gabagool.
This fucking guy
I hate.
walked to my fucking parlor with his fucking ma, parked his car on the sidewalk like some kind of fucking animal. Come in and said, "Can I get a clam chowder?" You can't get a fucking clam chowder parking your car like that. The fuck?
Piss outside, you fuck.
Piss outside, you fuck.
Is that really the only thing? Be honest.
Now off the top of the head,
I mean, like,
I feel like
more graphic effects maybe for the visual watchers.
yeah,
listener
that's
watchers.
something that we're working towards.
Right now, we are in the process of scheduling a time to work on the official theme song.
Mhm.
And after that, If any animators are listening, we will need an animated intro
There might
to go along with that song.
In the anime style, that would be dope.
for the animated intro. Maybe not. A contest coming soon, but maybe not.
It has
Also,
to be.
fuck you, Jeffrey, for winning the goddamn shirt. You don't deserve it.
I wanted that.
I have some downstairs.
That you can, I have something you
I
can
had
buy.
some downstairs.
You can buy with money. Yeah, Jeffrey. I don't know. Jeffrey won. I wanted to like draw another name and be like, you almost won.
You would have.
You should have, yeah.
He was like, David drew it and he was like, Jeffrey. Like, it was funny. I mean, Dylan did it. Dylan.
Dylan.
Dylan,
You really did a good job on the last episode.
You know
I
what?
forgot to tell you.
I really felt like
Thank you.
I had channeled myself pretty
Yeah.
well that day, you know?
You found what
I
you
feel like
the-
you're out of your
With
comfort
all the
zone.
high getting and masturbatory video gaming that you do.
I do.
And
I
being
do
high.
that. I do indulge in the video
Oh.
games and the pornography.
By the way, did you guys hear about the Tumblr thing?
Yeah.
I did not.
The what?
So
They're
Tumblr is taking all the porn off of Tumblr.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Which is like
90% of
they're
it.
basically like right now they're Reddit without standards, so they're about to become like stumble upon.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Yeah, they do have some cool like.
For you guys
I
that
used to
don't
like
know about
geology on there,
this, Tumblr has deleted everything that was not
Safe.
safe for work.
Which is a
Do you realize how many
fucking
girls I know who have like not safe for work pictures of themselves on their Tumblr, and
Well, now they're gone.
kind of like committed their entire Tumblr to not safe for work photos of themselves
In gifs.
and gifs and videos.
probably like 1,000 million. Of
Poor
them.
girls got no self-respect, I tell you.
And I think this
Oh.
has something to do with David and Andrew's movement. The sex workers being taxed.
I think it's weird that
Andrew,
not safe for work became a thing. Like, okay, first of all, are you just looking this shit up on your computer at work?
Oh fuck.
Wait, hand me that book. I have another statement that I would like to make. Look, if you work for someone and you're kind of an asshole anyways, and you spend your time on your computer, spend your fucking time reading. Don't be a dick. Be just on Tumblr looking up.
read a fucking book.
Why does it have to be
Right.
safe for work? Like,
So your boss can see why you are.
You know what
pleasuring
doesn't have to be safe for work? Fucking books.
the Bible.
I Spy books.
Okay, so 2 talking points that I have. Flashback to this thing.
Episode 1.
Episode
for the,
1.
For the OGs.
We still have some stuff that we're working
The real
on.
ones.
I finally got my computer set up, so we're about to start the Let's Watches and maybe some Let's Plays. Got a new camera coming in soon, so the skits will be starting. And also next week, if our guest is down with it, I was thinking we should have a drinking game.
He probably will be.
The drinking game?
I'll
Drinking
ask.
Are we doing this on a weekday?
Yeah.
It's the day after Christmas, though.
It's America.
It will
You
be
know
on.
how sad and alone I'm going to be on Christmas? Everyone I love has died.
My mom wanted
I'm
you to
right
invite
here.
you to our Christmas thing, by the way. Do you think you can make
I'm going to be sad and alone that day. I can't be with people.
I'm
and
busy.
happy.
I'm busy being sad and alone.
Wait, can David come?
Dang it. My mom already was like excited about David staying over that one night. And she didn't even see him.
I think
Your
David-
mother's like one of the sweetest ladies
She's
ever.
an angel. She
Um,
really wants to be on the podcast, by the way.
We
wonder if she
already
would-
have a person with that name as a friend of the show.
Oh, by the way, here's something that we haven't talked about in a minute. Fuck you, Russ.
Yeah, fuck Russ.
What did he
Yeah,
do?
fuck you, Russ.
No, he's
Nothing.
just a piece
He just
of shit.
he just fuck him.
He's just not good.
Why does there have to
Nowhere
be a
near
reason?
okay.
I
No.
thought that he had done something for him to become a part of a conversation again.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
why
it's,
I
it's right here. says
See-
fuck you, Russ.
I heard
Well,
Russ
right there.
was actually involved in a lot of sex trafficking for like human trafficking, getting human traffickers.
Yeah,
to
I
have
heard that
sex
he
with
paid
Russ.
some.
Did you actually hear that?
Yeah.
I also heard that he's a pedophile.
I heard that he paid some
Really?
15-year-old boy to let him choke him in the shower.
I
So
bet that 15-year-old boy was taller than him.
okay,
I mean,
here.
that 15-year-old boy probably sounded like he made better music.
So here, my two comments, two things that I wrote down that I have to get to. This Cardi B Offset thing. To everybody listening, why are you surprised that a person who talks about exes in all of their songs, every single one of their songs, broke up with someone? That it doesn't make sense. Just get the fuck over yourself. Stop making that Winslow looking bitch famous. This is
I
a
made a
question
connection.
for you, actually.
Wait,
This
is that unrelated to what you just said?
what?
The question.
What I'm about to ask him?
Yeah.
No. What is your favorite thing that you've done graphic design wise?
That is totally unrelated to what you just said.
And it will turn into a very.
You said, is it related? And I just said no.
I said unrelated.
So yes.
Okay. Well,
Well, that's stupid. Why didn't you say?
I want to
related?
talk about the Cardi B thing
Why?
Deal with that.
because
That first.
I want to talk about the people that care about it.
Oh, that's fine. You do
I
that.
just, I'm not really gonna sway my opinion either way. Like, this is not Cardi B and Offset. Yeah, they whatever divorce. What cool. You guys act like this is important. This is not anything. This is a trash bitch who was married to a rapper that is not very smart
I hope he forgives her for
for getting mad at him.
Just
for
a
catching
little-
him cheating.
Like, this is not the first time that's even happened either, and people are like, take him back, and like people are getting mad about them
She's
telling
like,
her
but stop
take him
cheating on
back.
me. And then he's like, I forgive you for
He's like-
catching me.
No, you first.
Like,
No, you.
Yeah.
I don't care if whoever he was cheating on her with looks 10 times better or a tenth as good. Like, she is probably the dumbest person on the face of the earth. She
Yeah.
is so
fair.
ignorant and just
I don't know.
trash.
The
way that
only
she
reason that she
portrays
gets
herself is just garbage.
the only reason that she gets featured in like songs is because she's basically Nicki Minaj with a less annoying voice.
She's the Hillary Clinton of hip hop.
But a more annoying face.
Yeah. Cardi B is basically like
Have you ever heard her talk?
Yes,
normal?
she sounds ignorant as fuck.
She's Hillary Clinton. She just gets people to write what she says, and just she's a face to what her label wants her to be.
I don't
Yeah.
know how she's gotten so famous.
I heard
like,
Cardi B.
Because she was a stripper.
oh yeah, that's
I remember her. What was that? No, wrong person.
okay. Your favorite thing that you've graphic designed?
Something for seed banks. I've done a
Nice.
lot of things for legal states because I am all on board for the medical portion.
Okay. I don't really talk about this ever, but I don't understand from like a financial or business standpoint why you wouldn't just agree for legalization.
At all.
It just seems like it would give more money to businesses that would like
My shop.
circle back into the fucking economy and on a on a local basis. Like
Mhm.
otherwise, I don't know, and it's just making it more dangerous for people.
Well, if it wasn't for the fact that the pharmaceutical companies are in bed with Washington, just
Yeah.
I think the only reason I don't want it to be legalized is because all the annoying girls would talk about it.
But they kind of
annoying
do.
girls
Still
Okay.
talk
probably
about it.
wouldn't talk about it as much because they're not going to get like
You're like, I'm
weird,
just-
annoying girl
No, but
cloud.
for the short amount of time afterwards, for like a few months, it would definitely.
Oh, it would be cringy as fuck for like the first few months.
Can I say something? I'm gonna yell when I say this, just so you all
Stay
know.
back a little bit.
Nobody wants to watch you fucking smoke weed and listen to rap music on fucking Snapchat or Facebook Live. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares that you listen to the same fucking music all the time and you smoke fucking weed. That is not a fucking personality. You are spare parts of other people.
Brother Andrew's feeling it tonight!
Just shut the fuck up and be yourself for fucking once. I think you're uncomfortable at, like, admitting to yourself that you're fucking boring, so you have to say, oh, why don't people watch my live? Why don't people watch my Snapchat? Because you're fucking replaceable.
Say it again, Brother Andrew.
You're not even the good kind of replaceable. You are the spare tire in the back of the car, not the spare tire that replaces the fucking one you already have.
She's the donut, ladies and gentlemen.
You are the human equivalent to the bread that's in the middle of a Big Mac. You are fucking... You're a goddamn car antenna.
That's broken.
A broken car antenna. You're just like...
1.5 dimensions of that personality, brothers.
You're just like...
You're the toy that was seen for half a second on the clip in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the song of the Island of Misfit Toys. You're the one that nobody remembers.
The Chinese knockoff G.I. Joes you see in the Dollar General have more personality than you, bitch. Say it again, brothers.
G.I. Joseph.
Basically, you're the human equivalent to tofu. You're not interesting. You
Hot
just
dogs.
copy what's around you and absorb whatever flavor or taste it has. You aren't anything to maybe anyone when you are like everyone. If you at some point become so replaceable that a rapper could do what you're doing and fail at making music about it, you should probably just shut the fuck up. Get some fucking hobbies. Because sitting in your car in the Walmart parking lot, smoking weed, waiting for your homie to get off work so he can take you somewhere is not a fucking way to live.
What were you doing in high school when everyone else was developing their own personality? What I want to know.
Trying to find one to cling on to. Trying to find a fucking popular person. Texting me at 7 at night saying, hey, what's up with tonight? And also, here's another thing I want to fucking talk about is guys who come over to hang out and they ask, where are the girls? Bro, get
I know
your
so
own
many of those people.
fucking girls. Like,
Learn to talk to people.
you think that you're gonna come over to my house and then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah,
All the
here
bitches
they
in the
are.
back.
Let me
They are right
let me
here.
text Ashley real quick and tell her that my fucking friend who is afraid to talk to girls is going to sit awkwardly next to her for a fucking hour and a half if she comes over here and drinks the liquor that I bought. Yeah, bro. She'll go for it. She'll probably try to marry you.
And these same people are the same people that will, like, if you're out at a club or bar and you're talking to a chick, will come up and insert themselves into the conversation.
Hey, so what are you guys
Right.
talking about? Oh, I like vodka too. What's your name?
Hi, my name's so-and-so.
That being said,
I'm his better friend.
the be yourself thing. Later on, I want this podcast to be like very vocal about people being themselves and creating for themselves. The other night I just had like a big realization, like, you need to make your place. You're not gonna get $1 million idea just sitting there in your room thinking about what you should do. It's just you get ideas to do things based off of things that you're already doing, of how to make them better. Damn.
David, look out for the fucking camera.
Are you okay?
Our last guest is
He's
still,
had 3 sips of beer.
He's still here. He's been laying on my floor for a week.
Will you go fix that camera?
He said, "There's the difference between
You know
Bud
what?
Light and Budweiser."
Yeah, we're fucking...
Yeah, it's almost over anyways.
Anyways.
Anything you guys want to close with?
I would like to say that I have a quote, and I
No
believe
more
it's
rants.
from okay, I'm gonna say 2 quotes then, really quick. I think it's Thomas Edison that says a lot of people miss opportunities because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. That's one thing. And then I don't know where this other thing comes from, but the reason nobody respects you if you're incorrect and you accuse people of being jealous is because intelligent people realize that ego is the anesthesia that deadens the pain of stupidity. People understand that if you're so prideful and you're so egotistical that you're afraid of like admitting that you're wrong, you're probably stupid anyways. Just be humble. Accept that you're wrong sometimes, as everybody can be.
Find ways that you are wrong so you can learn.
Exactly. Don't have a premium Snapchat, and I love you guys.
Yeah, that's it. What do you got? What are your
Wise words of the day. I don't have one. I have a joke.
that'll work. I'll learn something from it.
Lay it on us.
Or maybe not.
What does Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in common?
A wall.
Their greatest hit was The Wall.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I get it.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Guys, I'm still making hoodies. I haven't advertised them a lot yet. I've been talking about it for 3 episodes, but I just don't want to get overflowed. If you really, really, really want one, message the page and we can hook you up.
You can message the page. You can message me.
To bring some to the shop.
You can message Dylan.
Facebook.com/veryokpod. We already got our website set up and stuff before we actually just like have pictures of him and links and all that PayPal stuff for us to just like not supervise it while it's happening. But if you really, really, really want one, message any of us or the page and it will happen.
Shout out to Matt Armstrong for being a guest.
Thank you.
Awesome to have you, bro.
Thank you.
It's like that fucking
discount Adventure Vapors on 622 Frankfurt Road in Shelbyville, Kentucky.
622 Frankfurt Road, Shelbyville, Kentucky. Go ahead and click that like and subscribe.
Go
ahead and tap the little bell.
The actual coupon code itself is very okay.
Yeah.
Coupon code is very okay.
If you go in there, say something about us, you get some money off of your vape or vape accessories, and they also
very okay.
CBD product. Get it out of my face.
It's basically
say the line.
It's basically very okay money
that's really
that you get for
We
free.
got everything from e-liquid, water pipes, hand pipes. We also do T-shirt designs as well as your mods and devices.
Do you guys still have the Nick picks?
We do.
I like those.
Stop.
Nicotine-coated
David,
toothpicks.
Look out for the thing.
Good night, everyone.
say what you said. Give us your money.
Give us your money.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
That
David.
was David.
Okay, bye.